Hi everyone, this is audap, and you're watching East 6, the Ark of Napishtim? I'm sure no matter what I'm going to pronounce it wrong. The East series is a long-running RPG series, action RPG series. The original game was closer to a game called Hide-a-Light, in which the character combat was performed by just running into enemies. You could run into them from behind or from slightly above or below them to do more damage. Basic controls. Oh, these are the basic controls. Okay. Attack, jump, use item. Anyway, as the series progressed, they became a bit more Zelda-like in that you could eventually control your own sword swings, as we can see in this game, and also allowed for jumping. The East series has had a very, very long history. So originally it began as a Japanese PC game, and over the years it has been ported to many different platforms across many different titles. The newest game is actually on Vita, but I don't have my Vita TV hooked up. And quite frankly, it looks a little funky on Vita TV. So I'm not sure we even want to take a look at it. But maybe someday we'll take a look at that one later. But anyway, this is... I don't know if it's the newest title. There's also East Origin, which goes back to before the main character, Adel Christensen, started his journey. All the East games on PC are on sale for the Steam Winter Sale. They're all going for about $6. Normally they are anywhere from $15 to $20, so it's a pretty good deal. And I think once you play one of these games, then you get really addicted and you start wanting to play all the rest of them. Let's take a look at this. Let's see, normal, hard, nightmare. Yeah, normal sounds good. Let's see, standard catastrophe mode. Well, I am already catastrophe, so let's go standard mode. What is it, Isha? Oh, it's nothing. I just thought I felt the wind stirring, that's all. The wind? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It's really nothing. Don't worry. Could I listen to you play some more? Flute. I'd be happy to oblige. What on... He's an Arisen. But how did he wash up here? That's a first for an Arisen. Is he dead? No, he's still breathing, at least. But if we don't do something for him soon... Isha, can you watch over him for me? I'll go back to the village and call the others. Oh, okay. Don't... me. Huh, he's got no tail. And his ears are so small, too. Oh, that's the only line. Oh, but his hair is so red, almost like fire. What? No! What was that? I finally stopped seeing them. Why? Why does it looking at him make me... I can't stop shaking. I'm really scared. I didn't even whip it out. Man, that's quite a reaction. No, that's very 90s sounding. But I like that sound, quite frankly. To think the day would come when a region would wash up on our shores. And a warrior, no less, judging by the steel sword he has with him. What could have possessed you to bring him here? Forgive me, uncle. If I'd done nothing, this young man would have been longer. I thought this would be the best place to treat his injuries. You know full well that the villagers' distrust of Parisians these days is greater than it ever was. You are our priestess. Such careless conduct on your part will only make the situation worse. But I... You didn't look at my pee-pee, did you? Oh, thank you, Alma. You're finally awake. Understand our language? Adol gently nodded his head. That simplifies matters, then. I am Ord, chief of... What is your name, red-headed Arisian? Adol introduced himself and thanked Ord for helping him. You Arisians truly do have the strangest names. And, if anything, you should save your thanks for this young lady. She was the one who found you, washed ashore, and tended you. My name is Ola. I've given you some basic first aid, but your wounds haven't closed completely. Take it easy and get some much-needed rest for my sake. Please? I'll have no such thing. He may be a powerless Arisian, but he is young, and he will recover quickly. As you are able, I must ask that you leave here at once. Uncle, if you could just reconsider. Do not forget your position, Ola. Alma? You are the priestess and child of Alma. You will conduct yourself as such. Please don't mind him. He's really not so cold as he would have you believe. Though I'm sorry to say that, when it comes to... He's never been the most patient of men. Lately, especially so. Anyway, rest as long as you need. It's not cicadas for once, huh? Oh. The girl pointed to Adol's equipment. Ah. Oh, the sword on the... Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking. The second game's obviously a little older, not cutting edge graphics or anything. Can't go all the way up. Okay, never mind. I didn't want to go up there anyway. A decent pace for once in one of these kind of games. Let's see, jump and jump. I don't even have a menu. Oh, you're awake? It's nice to see you up and about, by the way. There's a lot more color in your cheeks compared to before. You've been asleep for 3 whole days, you know. Although your wounds heal quickly enough, you still weren't coming along as much as I would have liked. I was starting to worry, but I feel much better now. That you've made a full recovery. Oh, where are my manners? If I may, let me introduce myself again. I'm the priestess of Reda Temple. Or the Reda tribe. Hola. I believe you said your name was Adol? Would you mind telling me how you washed up on this island? Adol a pirate ship. He had fallen overboard when they were attacked by the Roman fleet near the Great Vortex. Pirate? Roman? I'm afraid the details are a bit lost on me, but your story appears to match that of the other Arisians here. You must have plenty of questions yourself. If I can, I'd be happy to answer. So, what would you like to know? Ask her about Eagle's tail, ask the girl who ran away, ask about the giant man. Ears and tail seems like rather rude, right? Hey, one of them funny looking things you got on your head and on your ass. That's the first thing I want to ask you. Who ran away? Oh, you've met her. Her name is Isha. She's my younger sister. As to why she's been avoiding you, well, she's all shy around regions. I hope you won't take it to heart. Isha may be quieter than most, but she's a very sweet and thoughtful young lady. Do try and get along with her. Giant man. That would be Ord. He's the chief of Reda, as well as my uncle. He's a warrior and hunter, as well as a wise man who is well versed in the legends relative to these islands. By the way, Adol? To let what he said bother you too much. We have a long history, shall we say, with the Arisians, so he tends to be rather obstinate towards them. But I'd like to think that he'll change his mind about you once you open yourself up to him. Now I'll ask, now that we've had a little conversation. Aha, those. They must be unusual sights for you. Everyone who comes from the outside, we call them Arisians, is surprised when they first see them. It's such a tale to speak of, however. I must confess that to us, you're the unusual ones. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective, but our thinking's not so different. How about the Reda tribe? We Reda are a tribe that has resided on the Canaan Island since ancient times. We live under the protection of the goddess, Alma, and she bestows us with blessings from the forest and sea. From my experience, Arisians don't typically think of nature the same way, so it may sound a little strange. There are many people on these islands who came from outside the Great Vortex, much like you did. We call these people Arisians. These days, the Arisians have settled on Canaan Island to the northeast, in a village made from stone. If you were looking to see it for yourself, I'm sorry to say that it isn't possible to travel there at the moment. Canaan Islands. Island is an archipelago surrounded by the very same Great Vortex you found yourself in. We live on the first of these islands, which is rife with foliage. The second one, where Arisians live, Canaan Island, is covered by vast plains and mountains. Zemeth Island, a place of ruins in the center of the inland sea. That's the Canaan Islands in a nutshell. About Isha. Isha may be quieter than most, but she's very sweet and thoughtful young lady. She's sweet, but she's gay. Oh, I can't be. Along with her, would you? I already asked about Chief Ford, so let's stop talking. I have to attend to my duties as a priestess for a while longer. Adolf, please don't hesitate to ask if there's anything else you'd like to know. Is it rude to pull your tail? Probably is. You must introduce yourself. If I can, I'd be happy to answer them. So, what would you like to know? I'm sorry. Mistake on my part. Reminds me of the early Saturn or PlayStation 1. A little bit more sophisticated. Obviously, the PlayStation 1's textures or the Saturns weren't quite so high resolution, but certainly not in any sense. But that doesn't mean anything. Graphics, you know, kind of secondary. Raylan Vigil. Huh, you're up, I see. I'm Silva, a Raiden warrior. I might have been the one who carried you here, but only because Olha asked me. Make no mistake, I sure as hell wouldn't have helped an Arisian otherwise. Friendly. Oh, whoops. Let's try that. You better thank Largo, too. He helped me carry you. Arisian or not, I hope you're at least capable of showing some manners. Adol is a silent protagonist, so he will not be speaking probably for the remainder of the game. But they usually convey what he thinks as actions or just describing what he says in a condensed version, but never his individual words. It's just been a serious tradition for the East. Eek! I'm sorry, I didn't know you were there. Ola's told me about how are you feeling? Better? Grandma's the oldest person in the village, so you could say very set in her ways. She might come off as a little harsh because of that, but try not to let it bother you too much, okay? Oh, so you're the Eurasian Ola brought here. Your hair is such a vibrant shade of red. You look pretty handsome. And perhaps a little gullible, too. That's my twin sister outside. Her name is Milka. I'm the younger twin, Rockchi. And the scary our grandmother. Nice to meet you, stranger. You're the one, are you not? The Eurasian Ola wasted her after. I just don't understand what goes on in the mind of hers sometimes. A raider princess shouldn't stoop to associate with regions. I will most certainly not have a word with I will most certainly need to have a word with Ord about this. The regions pay their respects to the spirits are not welcome in my home. Get out and never darken my doorstep again. You know, old people, yeah. Sometimes friendly's not the first word out of their mouth. The region I've been hearing so much about. We've had our fair share of trouble here lately, so everyone's feeling a little on edge. Don't go doing anything to make things worse, young man. Or understand? You might not care for what I have to say, but I've never been fond of you Eurasians. Ola did what she had to do when she saved you, but I'll sleep better at night once I know you've gone your own way. Hey, you drunk too? Heard of people getting a red fash when they're wasted, but hair, you crazy Eurasians? Sounds like you're the talk of the town right now. Talk either, but hey, who am I to judge? Cheers! I really can't do my unless I'm actually drunk, so about as best as I can do it this time of the night. You're in a region. What are you doing here? What's a region like you doing here? What brings in a region here? I suppose the fact that you wander the village so freely means you have Ford's consent. I admit, I have somewhat mixed feelings towards your regions. Oh, who are you? Oh, that's all you can say, kid. Oh, an Arisian? Might you be the talk of the village then? Though I'm afraid I must warn you, there are many Raidens who don't think too kindly of your people. That is no fault of yours, of course. Our history with the Arisian Islands extends far beyond today. So while some here may speak ill of you, try not to take it to heart, alright? It must be hard to hear so ill of you, but try not to take it to heart. Oh, you are the Arisian that Ola was talking about. My, your lucky Chief Ord allowed you to stay here. Who are you? You've got tiny ears and no tail. Are you Kevin's friend? Oh, hello. Judging by your appearance, you're from Europe. Washed up on the shores of Quatera Island, did you? I'm amazed the Raidens here even paid you a second glance. The name's Kevin. Washed up along these islands a while back, same as you. What am I doing here? Oh, the usual. I came from the neighboring Canaan Island for work. I'm a man of... Speaking of business, is there anything you need? Let me know, and I'll be happy to provide. Select choice. Let's talk. Is there anything you need? If you let me know, I'd be happy to provide. Oh, he's all business. Okay, fine. What do you got? Keto Nut recovers 20 HP. Nut loved by small animals. Has high nutritional value. Honey recovers 50 HP. Honey made by bees in Canaan. Sweeter than Arisian. Herb recovers 100 HP. Helps close wounds. Prized for its effectiveness since antiquity. Cameo flower cures poison, has a minty fragrance, used as an offering in rituals. That leave a minty fragrance. Hard leather, defense +8, made from tanned beast hide by a Raiden artisan. And I have no money, I'm just here to look at it. Sorry, one of those jerks really is here to look and no intention to buy. Oh. Something on my face? It can't be. I make money with this face. Lots of save spots. Yay, huh? Alright, let's keep coming with the check. I have no options. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a weird button to put options on. R3, okay. Equip, I have sword, shield. Stuff. A button. Chop, chop. B button, jump. Got it. Oh, so adorable in bed. I'm such a conservationist. As soon as I see something, I just want to kill it. It's like the Spanish. not bad. Traditionally, East games allow the character to automatically heal when they're at rest, but not this one, I guess. Let's go back to the village. Keep it small and fuzzy. It's the only thing I can beat up. Are you up and about already? You were weak as a newborn when we rescued you from the beach. I seriously thought you might have been done for. Oh, by the way, my name's Largo. I might not look that tough, but I'm a red-end warrior through and through. Nice to meet you. Ask for advice. About dangerous places. I'd advise you to stay well away from the northwest part of the woods. The are a fair bit tougher than anywhere else in the area. There's a barricade up, but I'm sure you could just jump over it if you wanted. I wouldn't recommend it, though. Spirit monuments. You see that glowing monument over there? That's called the Spirit Monument. There's loads of them scattered across the Canaan Island. They've been there, and you can supposedly receive Alma's blessing just by touching one. It might be worth a try if you find yourself feeling worn out. You should count yourself lucky that it was Ola who found you. Olha. Things might not have gone smoothly yet. Basilia found you instead. She's over by the suspension bridge to the northwest, if you're wondering. The original East 1 and 2 I played on the TurboGrafx CD, which was the first console CD player in North America. For the time, the cutscenes and the music especially was well beyond its time. And to this day, the soundtrack to that game is still one of the best soundtracks ever made for any game. Which is a lot to say because there have obviously been a lot of games and a lot of rip or just a lot of soundtracks in general. But I'd say the East 1 and 2 TurboGrafx or PC Engine version soundtrack is still some of the best of all time. Now, they do have East 1 and 2 available on the PC. Damn it. There's, like I mentioned earlier, East Origin, which covers the time period before Adol's adventures. Adol is generally the main character. Again, these are closer, as far as RPGs goes, these are much closer to Zelda than any other franchise. Although there's quite a bit more story than a typical Zelda game. More story and dialogue. It actually tends to be a little bit more simple too. Although there's usually a bit of magic involved later on, and that a little bit more challenging. But it doesn't have like a tremendous number of game systems like something like Final X, or even just regular. As you can see, it's not a forgiving. Spend a lot of time raising your levels. Although at the same time, you raise fairly quickly until near the end game, where it will take. At least that's how it's been in the past games. I'm assuming that this game is also the same. Touch you, they poison you. Ex-wife or something. But I am not good at games. You'll probably see me die, maybe at least once in the entire. Or maybe, 20,000 times, something like that. To earn the monies anyway. What do we got? We got 94 gold. Okay, well, it's gonna be a while. Thankfully, like Zelda, the combat's just nice and quick and enjoyable. It's not too overcomplicated. Haha, small animals, I can beat you up. Larger than that. This guy's laughing at me. He's like, dude, you have been here like so much. You can't hold it? a lot of nanobots. Looks like a boss. Thankfully it is not. Or I'm sure it will be later though. Unless it's the boss of nothing, in which case I need it. Quite an army guts on him, or he has on him, right? It's like chop disintegrates. Now what I'm looking at, 264, right? I can't remember if I can buy anything useful. Let's find out. Hi, I'm not here to chop you. Topside this time, since we know the bottom path just leads to an empty boss platform, which I'm sure will be populated here relatively soon. The good thing is that with increased levels, you really do see the results right away. Whereas, you know, some role-playing and action role-playing games, the damage is much more subtle. see you're back on your feet. You recovered much more swiftly than I'd expected. Though you're still nothing more than a powerless Norwegian, you must have undergone some manner of training. Chief for allowing him to rest at the village. As I said once before, you have no reason to thank me. Olha was the one who found you. While others may have assisted, I kept my distance. As far as I'm concerned, you are an unwanted guest who should leave the moment you're available or you're able. Fortunately, with the bridge in its current state, that island you see is called Canaan Island. It is roughly twice the size of this one. The shore is a stone town built by Regents. You will be able to meet more of your tailless brethren there, but for now, you remain stranded here. The bridge is currently impossible to cross. This did not occur naturally. The rope shows clear signs of being burned. What's more, during the collapse, something very important to us vanished from the village. This was nearly... Naturally, we Reda have no reason to do such a thing, which leaves only the Regents as potential culprits. I doubt that you have any connection to this, considering that you watched 3 days ago. But surely even you can understand why your presence in the village makes the villagers wary, can you not? Not really, I'm kind of awesome. I will permit you to remain in the village until the bridge has been repaired. However, Ola and Ishar are descended from Alma, and their bloodline who have long guided our tribe. Stay away from them, lest you cause the villagers any more unease than you already have. You must... I've heard much about you, the chief. My name is Kubal. I'm a warrior and a hunter. Washing up the way you did must have been a terrible ordeal. It pains me to say this, not my sympathy. The important truth for you is that those who ended up here are stranded on the Canaan Islands forever. No, it's not ideal, but just that you face it now, you get adjusted to your new life here. You take some comfort from the fact that you're not alone. Some of the other same predicament. Though even that may prove troubling, we have some issues between our races which have resulted in bad blood, you see. Chief Ord has been unusually irritable lately. Most likely it's because he's worried for his son on the other side of the bridge. Oh, okay, so there was nothing over there. I just went over there to talk. And get poisoned. I have something I can use against that like that, jerks. monster, are you? There you are, Adol. I hadn't expected you would wander the forest, but I wanted to make sure. I didn't see you in the village, so I thought you might be lost. It looks like I did all that worrying for nothing. This area is called the Fountain of Prayer. It is a holy place to us Rada, and here I am just barging right in, standing in the middle. Legends state that the water here is endued with the breath of Alma, so we use it for both rituals and healing. I use it to wounds as well. By the way, did you happen to see Isha on your way here? I couldn't find her anywhere in the village. Adel explained that Isha ran away from him near the entrance to the village. She did? I hope you'll forgive her. She really is, but she's twice as shy. Even I must admit that she's been behaving stranger than usual, though. I wonder if something from me. Oh, look at me going on and on. I shouldn't be boring you with this. I'd like to take a look at a few more places she might have gone before returning home. Try and take it easy, alright? Your wounds have only just healed, so I don't want you to overexert yourself. Alright folks, I am like dead tired. Eating 2 meals of turkey and having a fairly early morning and now a late night. It's time to get so we'll return to this sometime later. Oh, later today, I guess. This is audap. You have been watching E6, the Ark of Napishtim. Probably. That's how you pronounce it. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed watching. We will continue playing this at a later time. Until then, have a good night, and I will see you at the